At this point, it would be wise for a word of caution. We have found that there may be some problem with supervision. In some areas, the supervisor felt threatened with this new program of involvement with workers. This was something new. We have all heard of Theory X and Theory Y management, and now we found ourselves involved with Theory Z. Supervisor training and patience are required.
During the question and answer period following the presentation, Steve Cibulis discussed the use of facilitators with the quality circles.
Actually, at this particular point in time, we have 3 part-time facilitators. We started out with 1 and then expanded in time as our circles activities grew to where we've enlisted a total of 3 part-time facilitators. I as one, and another facilitator at this time is our industrial engineering manager. Now this approach was intentionally taken so that we could involve all functional activities within the program in manufacturing.
Al Kavanaugh later responded to a question regarding incentives or monetary rewards for the Quality Circle members.
We did not give any monetary rewards at our unit. We did not approach this in that way. As I mentioned before, through the task force and the visiting of these some 50 successful manufacturing plants throughout the country, many of them addressed themselves to this subject in a different way. Some do have incentives, and they work for them. We have found that actually employees in gaining recognition and the opportunity to participate in suggestions through the use of employee involvement programs, that this is reward enough. But one word of caution: we all should be prepared for this eventual question coming up. The way it came up at our unit was when we were addressing each one of our employees in telling them that we had plans for implementing the employee involvement program. In the audience, one individual did ask, in the event that they were to make a suggestion that would help save the company a large amount of money, what would be in it for them? Luckily, I did not have to answer the question. Another member of the audience answered the question for me. The answer was, through the suggestions that the employees would make, the company, the employees would gain greater job security, and would this not be reward enough? I was grateful for the answer coming from the audience this way, because it was enthusiastically received and accepted by the audience. But you should be prepared for this question. It will come up. To remove employees from the office or the production floor to participate in circle meetings described very definitely has a cost associated with it. We have found that our employee circle program have identified and implemented quality and productivity savings that exceed the cost of the program. This is a comparison of December 1981 performance to December of 1980 performance. These factors were all adjusted to reflect current level of activity based on standard direct labor hours. December showed a 7.4% reduction from December of 1980. January reflects a 6.5% reduction, and February a 6.7% reduction from February of 1981. Productivity uptime. I like to refer to productivity improvements in machining areas as improved uptime. The figures you see are improvements from the 1981 fiscal year average. December was an improvement of 0.6%. January an improvement of 4.6%. In February a significant improvement of 6.7% in machine uptime over the 1981 fiscal year average. One of the best examples of improved communications with our employees, and possibly one of the most significant feedbacks, is in the area of contract negotiations. In the last 5 contracts negotiated at Wyandotte, the result was 4 strikes. We went into negotiations with our union in early February 1982, and on March 13, 1982, our union ratified a contract 1 year early that will run until March of 1985. To those of you familiar with the preparation required when you approach the termination of a union contract with all the stockpiling and inventory cost, you can appreciate this impact.